see my husband or my daughter-in-law, and just in a little bit, we heard something crack and break, and we didn't know till later that it was the porch. Part of it fell on them, and they were pinned underwater. My husband was able to get above the water, and he picked up my daughter-in-law, and I could hear her screaming, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe."
A Kentucky resident recounting a horrible story from last week where several members of her family almost joined the 37 confirmed victims of major flooding in the state. Joining us now, the governor of Kentucky, Andy Beshear. Governor, thank you for joining us. Before we get to what has already happened, I'm looking at the forecast, and it appears that there may be more problems ahead. What are you hearing, and do you expect even more flooding than your state has already seen?
Well, this is certainly the most devastating, deadly flood that we've ever seen. These are areas that are used to flooding, but no one's ever seen anything like this. And even parts of eastern Kentucky that don't flood have flooded in this event. We did catch a break last night. We thought we were going to get significant additional rain, and it missed, or primarily missed, most of these areas. The latest forecast, at least that we have, is we might have isolated showers in the area, but it looks like it's getting a little bit better. The big challenge we've got is Wednesday and Thursday are going to be extremely hot. And so folks that don't have a home, thus don't have air conditioning, are older Kentuckians that could be at risk. We're working around the clock to make sure we have cooling centers open in each and every one of these areas. We cannot lose anybody else that is still with us. And so we're fighting hard to keep our people safe.
So what is your guidance for residents of your state in the coming days?
Well, the first is make sure you have a safe place to stay where we have power, where we can take care of you. We've opened our state parks, and we've taken hundreds of people in. Make sure they have a meal, a place to stay, a shower. We need to get them stabilized. We need to get them registered for FEMA. We need to replace their most important documents, and then we're going to rebuild together. We're going to be there every day, every week, every month, but this is going to take years. I want those families to know we are going to be with you even years to come.
So we're talking about a death toll of some 37, including 4 children from the same family. Do you expect any more news like that? And was there any warning about this flooding?
So we are still officially at 37 lost Kentuckians, each one a child of God, irreplaceable, loved by their community. We know that we've located some more bodies, so it is going to grow. We're going to be finding bodies weeks to come. They've been found miles away from where they were swept away. And I was at that site where the home, which is completely gone, of that family was just 2 days ago. And the oldest one of these kids was in 2nd grade. There's this little plastic swing in the back. I remember we had one for our kids. Would have been a tiny kid that would have been in that. Just awful. Thus far, we don't have any other kids that we've lost. Thank God for that. And we hope that that continues.
And what about power outages throughout your state? How severe are those for people who are going to be dealing with the heat and the weather to come?
So people have worked really hard, and I want to make sure I say that. From search and rescue, our National Guard has been incredible, and thank you to West Virginia and Tennessee for helping out. Our Kentucky State Police, first responders have come from all the way in the west that got hit by tornadoes to help out. We have a city under a water crisis in the west that's surplusing vehicles to help out. Listen, we are good people that open our hearts and our homes to one another, and they are doing that right now. We're now down to under 7,500 service locations. Those aren't all homes that are without power in eastern Kentucky. That means folks have worked incredibly hard. But we already have cooling stations identified in each of the counties that have major outages that people are going to be able to go. We published those this morning. They're getting out to each and every county. So there's going to be a cool place for every resident. We just got to make sure we're not too proud, because we're proud people. And if we need a place to go to stay during this heat, that we've got one.
Okay, and just the death toll from 37, you say, will be going up. I know 16, at least, of these deaths occurred in Knott County, about 130 miles southeast of Lexington. I would assume that many homes are a total loss. Is the government stepping in to help? What will the rebuilding look like? Do we know how many people lost their homes?
We've got over 1,000 people that are homeless right now, easily. And I think it's more than that. And listen, in flooding, normally you see a basement, maybe part of a building swept away. But these homes are gone in Knott County, just gone. Nothing left. And some of them we can't even find a portion of them. Some of them are ripped in half. I saw a car that was ripped in half, and half of it was embedded in a creek bank the other day. It just violence, destruction. And it's going to be a real challenge on the rebuilding side, because most of these people didn't have much to begin with, and they got nothing now. Most people not insured. Flood insurance is way too expensive. So even people of some means are going to be devastated and financially devastated. President did sign individual assistance from FEMA faster than I have ever seen. It was really just a couple of days for 5 counties. We expect at least a couple more to be added today. And while that situation, while the process is way too complicated, it does provide the hope for $30,000+ to families. But this one, the loss is going to be greater than what's available. That's why we're going to step in as a government to help. And that's why we've set up a fund to help these families that zero administrative fees, 100% transparent. That's our Team Eastern Kentucky Flood Relief Fund.
All right, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, thank you very much for coming on the show this morning. Our prayers are with your state this morning.
Thank you for telling our story.